Hello everyone and welcome now to game 2 in the series between Fly and Th000 here on Ancient Isle 2. Th000 spawning as the blue human player on the bottom right hand side of the map. This is Ancient Isle 2, one of the maps that have been quite popular in the tournament scene, but I don't believe it is actually a BattleNet map at this stage. Fly spawning as the purple orc playing under the name BMM. It will be orc versus human in this series, and I am interested to see what strategies will be unfolding here. Now, there is a relatively easy to take expansion, and Th000 has been known to go for fast expansions. We'll see if that will be the case, or if he will once again just try to go for that very aggressive tower rush. That tower rush against Fly in game 1, it looked like Fly was going to be able to come out ahead, but he stopped repairing that stronghold, and I think that's when things started to go from bad to worse. By not repairing that stronghold, those guard towers and all of those units were able to poke apart that stronghold, taking it down. And once that stronghold is down, there's pretty much no way that Fly could have continued to harvest any gold. Let's take a look at what's happening here. Barracks is being placed down. Still no Voodoo Lounge anywhere on the map that I can see. And with that, it looks as though Fly is just going to be aggressive with his hero. Archmage about to be trained up here in just a moment. We may have some militia creeping perhaps over into this neck of the woods, taking down all of these creep camps and then making its way off. Militia already moving out across the field. There's that Archmage now rounding the corner. Water Elemental has been dropped. Where is that Blade Master? Blade Master still not yet up, as the Archmage was sped built out of that Altar of Kings. As we have that Ogre Magi will get taken down here. I believe this is a 5-3-3 creep camp. Once more, it will not give level 2 to that Archmage. There is a Circlet of Nobility being left behind. Should be picked up here in just a moment. Meanwhile, the Blade Master selling his Scroll of Town Portal and perhaps picking up a Circlet of Nobility. No Boots of Speed. No counteracting that Dust of Appearance, as the Archmage now with a slight advantage. Let's take a look at where all these units are going to go. It looks as though this Water Elemental now making its way down here will be going after this 3-1-1 creep camp by himself. He will take a lot of the damage as the Footmen now try to finish off the rest of the units. Archmage still running laps around the map, but already down to 400 some odd hit points as he gets to level 2. Long distance experience gain around the map, giving level 2 to that Archmage, allowing him to get even more mana. A very strong opportunity now as he is still looking across the map. Let's take a look here. A level 1 creep camp still. A level 1 creep still at that creep camp, so it was not completely cleared out. What is this Footman gonna do next is the question, as Militia are now looking to finish off the Null Poachers. This still does give a little bit of gold to Th000, as Th000 is now backing away once more. Th000 now going to regroup up with his Footmen, and there you go. Damage being dealt to that Blade Master. The Blade Master chasing that Archmage, and I am quite curious as to what the strategies will be. There's the Dust of Appearance trying to pick up some of the, trying to perhaps reveal that Blade Master, but the Blade Master still just nearby as the Blade Master and that Archmage now go their separate ways. Let's take a look into the strategies now. Blade Master going up against a couple of Footmen in the middle of the field. Fly is looking to now get up to tier 2 and then pick up that Shadow Hunter, go for a Bestiary and a Spirit Lodge, set up his units in the proper position and make sure that he doesn't get overwhelmed during the construction of those buildings. If a Beastmaster is perhaps trained or picked up from the tavern, it will be a pretty much aggressive move by Th000 to use Quillbeast Water Elementals to stop the production of the Spirit Lodge and the Bestiary. If those buildings are not constructed, it's rather difficult, as the Blade Master now looking to come in, and this could potentially be huge. Blade Master coming in and doing a bit of a creep steal, creep jack. Red Drake still going after those Water Elementals, as the Water Elemental just trying to get away as quickly as possible. Not working out all too well. The Blade Master now getting up in front. And now, oh, a footman gets tripped up on a sheep. And now getting tripped up by a grunt. Getting body blocked every step of the way. Is the footman perhaps going to be able to wake up his opponent's creeps? That is the question. Poor footman now going to get taken down. There it goes. But no experience given. There is the Beastmaster now coming in by Th000, looking to perhaps be very, very strong with this Beastmaster Archmage combination, Water Elementals and Quill Beast, both of them dropping summons. And with that range, should be able to take down the Spirit Lodge and the Bestiary. Spirit Lodge is a little bit further back. Bestiary is, in fact, right there. Water Elementals and Quill Beast could be able to pick it apart. But the question is going to be how long it's going to take. You can see, what is it going to go for? Nope, it looks as though the Quill Beast is not going for any of those units, as the Blade Master is single-handedly holding off a decent-sized army with a level 2 hero and a level 1 hero. Quill Beast now making its way over. It's still not going to really do anything at all, dealing a little bit of damage at a time, 12 damage per attack. Essentially, as we now see this Hexed Footman try and cluck away. I believe it is in the form of a chicken. Is the Blade Master going to get the kill? Yet, no, it is not. The Shadow Hunter gets the kill. And now there's the quick turnaround. Grunt now down to 200 some odd hit points, 239. Looking to get away again. Looks like it will be able to. 13 to 15 damage from those Quill Beasts. As we now still continue to see the units just traverse around the field. Taking a look at the situation, Fly has to be very careful. Orc Burrow gonna send him into 50 supply cap here in just a moment. The Grunts now trying to back off. Blade Master and Shadow Hunter, both of them sitting at level 1, need to gain some more experience if they hope to fight back and fight against Th000, Archmage, and Beastmaster. Beastmaster, about sitting at level 1, will not get to level 2 off of the Troll Berserker Null Overseer Creep Camp. We'll see also if any items will be purchased and what items will be dropped. Null Overseer will get taken down. Meanwhile, the Blade Master going after the easy creep camps. And Fly just taking it rather easy and rather slow. Down goes the Null Overseer. We can see a Wand of Illusion, Boots of Speed, Circlet of Nobility, Dust of Appearance, level 2 Water Elementals not yet in play, as a Fireball does interrupt a healing on one of those Grunts. Alright, Spirit Walker now coming back around. Peons now trying to push in. Quill Beast being forced to pull back. What's going to be happening here? It's trying to retreat, and it will be able to get all the way home. Beastmaster, Archmage continuing to come in as Sorceress are nearby. Sorceress need to perhaps regroup with the rest of the army and then make a move off to the north. We can see Nightwalkers and more creeping still going on by both sides, and Fly may actually catch up in this creeping war. It is only a 2-1 to 1-1 difference at this stage, as the Archmage is still just slightly shy from level 3. Meanwhile, let's see what's going to be happening here. We already have Spirit Link, all of the necessary units. It looks like Fly may be in a little bit of a better position than last game, where I believe he was just simply caught off guard. Down goes a Footman there. As Wand of Illusion, both sides are engaging. Blade Master now being forced to pull back again. Militia are now being brought over. Are we going to perhaps see some Demolishers already? Are Demolishers being trained? No Demolishers as of yet. Instead, going for Raiders. Raiders are decent enough since they do have medium armor, taking reduced damage from piercing. Peasants now coming in. We can see Arcane Sentry has already been researched, which will reveal those Blade Master now continuing to push forward here, as there are a whole bunch of peons in position. Raiders are now coming out as well. Footman now getting taken down. Spirit Link being cast across multiple units, making it very difficult to take down any single unit. As it's essentially 50% damage reduction, as the damage is spread across multiple units. There, I believe, was a disenchant. As the Blade Master, no, it wasn't a disenchant, but not quite sure what's happening here. As the guard towers are starting to fall one at a time. Blade Master down to 199 hit points, 99, 96. All the guard towers will get taken down, and that means that the Blade Master will be free to wind walk anywhere he wants to go. Low hit point Grunt down to 87 hit points is able to escape once more. Low hit point peons still gung-ho to join in on this fight. Another Grunt now trying to back away. It looks like it's going to be taking a lot of damage as both sides are still fighting it out. Guard towers have been constructed once more. Peons continuing the fight here. Blade Master now pushing in as the Blade Master looks to finish off the guard tower before it gets up. Down it goes. Blade Master sitting at level 2. There's a healing wave. Long distance heal, saving that Blade Master from near certain death already, as the Th000 may end up losing his Beastmaster. The Beastmaster now very low on hit points. Are we perhaps going to see that? There is the Wind Walk. There's the speed, and now the Blade Master down to 200 hit points after a healing wave does come out ahead. This is looking very, very good. And both sides are still fighting out. Blade Master sitting at level 2. If it can get to level 3, we'll get a little bit more hit points. Needs to take down something. All it needs to do. There it goes. And now back up to 69 hit points as it is getting away just in time. Archmage gonna go ahead and utilize that scroll of town portal, head back home, and fly easily able to handle all of that early aggression this time around. The guard towers were not constructed at all. Blade Master sitting at 3, Shadowhunter sitting at 2 with a potion of healing, Archmage sitting at 3, Beastmaster I believe sitting at 2 as well. Max Rockmane now making his way here. Let's see, Archmage is not gonna get, actually no, he may actually get to level 4 here, or he's gonna be awfully close. A 644 creep camp. Dust of Appearance, make sure that it's not nearby. Ankh of Reincarnation. The Archmage, even if it falls, will be resurrected. Coming back around over to the north side, Blade Master now doing some creeping as well. Shadowhunter now up to 3. Blade Master sitting at 3. Both of them with their own Ankh of Reincarnation. So you have to be very careful about which hero you do try to take down. Now, casters do have a little bit of a problem trying to take down medium armored units, but the Archmage leading that army, able to get to level 4, dropping another water elemental, perhaps prematurely, and it's going to be some invisible summons. All right, this is not something you get to see every day. Invisible summons now out on the field, and I believe this was a strategy that Th000 used in the World Cyber Games 2009 in order to take a victory. By actually just using invisible Quill Beasts, invisible Water Elementals, and then just pushing into the gold mine line of his opponent. Beastmaster now continuing the attack here. Beastmaster sitting at level 2, Archmage sitting at level 4. They're going to continue to make its rounds as more items are still being dropped. Shadowhunter having a potion of mana. Blade Master having a pendant of energy. I'm surprised that has not been transferred to that Shadowhunter. Shadowhunter with a lot of energy, essential, or a lot of mana, is pretty much impossible to stop. Shadowhunter sitting at about 300 mana right now. Giving him that pendant would just put him over the top. You can see the Hawk is following all of these units. Where is that Blade Master? Blade Master is coming across over here on the far side, as well as Raiders are now going after the farms. Do we have pillage? No, we do not have pillage at this point. Both sides are still fighting out. Militia now coming in, and here comes the rest of the human army. Human army led by a Beastmaster now coming in as well. You can see a whole bunch of Blizzard coming in. Spirit Link cast in order to save some of those units here. Grunt now in a bit of trouble. All of those Spirit Walkers do need to back away, and those Spirit Walkers cannot go into ethereal form easily at all. Here you have it, more Spirit Link now coming in. Blade Master, the main source of DPS, needs to figure out its target and take down some of these units, and it is going after priest after priest. All of those easy to take down units. Perhaps we'll see another ensnare come in as the Archmage now ensnared. He's going to be able to break 3, but Fly now with so much slow is forced to be on the run. All right, we see Troll Headhunters in the back. Shadowhunter now with a pendant of energy and 240 some odd mana. We'll see what is going to be following up here. Are those Spirit Walkers going to be able to do much of anything as more damage is still being dealt? Blade Master going after some of these units. Oh, Troll Headhunter does get taken down. Beastmaster sitting at level 3 drops in another Dire Quill Beast. More damage as the Blade Master going after all of those casters. Blade Master looks as though one of them may get taken down. No, the Blade Master of Fly unable to take down the Priest, as the Priest is once again in the back, and the Archmage doing a beautiful, beautiful Blizzard once again, maximizing its damage, hitting 5 units pretty much constantly, as the Blade Master now chasing after that Archmage. Archmage, however, does have an Ankh of Reincarnation. There is a potion of invulnerability as the Blizzard just keeps on raining down over and over, and Fly knows when it is time to leave. He knows when it's time to fold, regroup, and come back. So far, Fly sitting on a very, very large amount of gold, over 1,000 gold right now. A common strategy in 1v1, you never want to be taxed unless you have to, as we now see fights coming into play. Here we go. No Brutes now getting taken down. Red Drake getting taken down as well. You can see all of those casters, how much damage they are able to deal simply by focus firing. The Blade Master now looking to make its rounds, perhaps catch some of these units off guard. Boots of Speed and Rune Bracers, not a very useful item at all, as we don't see that much magic damage really coming in from Fly. All right, here you have it. There is that Blade Master. Is the Blade Master going to be able to do very much? It looks as though a Sentry Ward was dropped down as a Quill Beast now keeping track of all of these units. There's a Raider. There's a Blade Master. Are we going to perhaps see an engagement here in just a second? Though, dropping that Sentry Ward at just the right time. A Pure-Up of Vitality, even more hit points on the Beastmaster is going to make him very difficult to take down. Casters are now all regrouping together, though with a very, very large ranged army. Meanwhile, Fly sitting on a smaller army in terms of units, but I believe about the same, if not larger army than Th000. Let's see, yes, it is larger by about 14 supply. Both sides still going at it, as we now see the Shadow Hunter look to push in and take down the Arcane Vault. All right. Raiders now pushing in as well. Kodo Beast coming in from the back. The Kodo Beast has not chomped on anything just quite yet. Altar of Kings may get taken down here. Raiders trying to take it down. And is it going to fall? I do believe so, as the Blade Master is in the gold mine line, taking down multiple units. Sorcerers have arrived. The Blade Master is a little bit separated from the rest of the group, but it doesn't matter, as the Blade Master is pretty much single-handedly taking down all of the peasants. Here we go. In comes the flank now. There's a disenchant. More sorcerers casting slow. Blade Master is in this group, trying to fight back, as a blizzard now being called down on top of all of those grunts. Let's see, continuing the fight. Blade Master looking to push in again, as the blizzard is, and the slow walking grunts still moving through, not looking good at all. There is more attacking as the casters are trying to run. A couple of ensnares later, the Troll Berserker does get taken down, and even though there is so much slow being cast, the Spirit Walkers seem to have an abnormally large amount of mana to keep on disenchanting. There's a Scroll of Town Portal. What are we going to see now? Are the Raiders going to perhaps go after the Sorceress and the other units? They are trying to, but are unable to do so. Fly able to push back and chase away all of those units again, as we now see the Blade Master looking for some easy targets. Shadow Hunter now backing off to the north. You can see Quill Beast now making its rounds as well. Blade Master coming back in from the north. Sorceress just sitting here all together. We'll see an Invisible Hawk again, and the Invisible Hawk, the Blade Master takes a round of attack, and it is revealed. Will the Hawk be able to catch up to it? I do not believe so. The Blade Master is a very, very fast unit, able to get away, but the Hawk is also very fast. It all depends on whether or not that Blade Master is wind-walked. Wind-walked, non-wind-walking Blade Master still trying to make his rounds. Meanwhile, grunts, Spirit Walkers now coming in for the counterattack. Are they going to perhaps catch a couple of these units out of position? We can see level 4 on the Blade Master and Shadow Hunter. Meanwhile, the Beastmaster and Archmage just now rebuilding their army, not really harvesting any lumber, but so far Th000 does have a high amount of lumber saved up in the bank. Doesn't need to harvest anything just quite yet. Meanwhile, Fly sitting now at 63 over 70 supply. Frenzy being cast on that Quill Beast in order to try and take down some of these peons. Peons taking a little bit of damage. Meanwhile, there is an engagement here. The Blade Master is going to be coming in from behind, and there is the ensnare. Archmage may be in trouble. Yes, he is. There is a potion of invulnerability plus a blizzard. He is blizzarding himself, and that is going to be the problem there. Archmage, it looked like he was ensnared. There's the Dust of Appearance. More damage being dealt. What is going to be happening next as another ensnare does go down? Th000 is in trouble. Is he going to be able to get away? I do not believe so. Trying to blizzard his way out of this, not going to work, as there is the Ankh of Reincarnation. All right, what's going to be happening next? The Archmage will be resurrected here in just a moment. There it is, and an invisibility at just the right time allows that Archmage to escape. Blade Master now coming back in once more. Blade Master trying to push in. Was the Ankh Soldier used by the by the Blade Master? I don't know for certain, as we now see Blizzard once again being cast across multiple units. In comes the speed scroll. It does increase their movement speed. It does not increase their attack speed, as all the sorcerers do in fact slow down their attack speed. Grunts now still coming into position. Are they going to be able to take down more and more of these units as the Raiders get out of line here from that Blizzard Storm, able to just back away once more? And it looks as though, yes, another sorceress does bite the dust. Alright, Blizzard still being rained down by Th000. Th000 hoping that this Blizzard will be enough. Is it going to be enough? That is the question, as we are going to see an ensnare now on that Archmage. More Blizzard being cast. There's the Dust of Appearance. There's an invisibility. The Archmage is currently revealed, and it is constantly going to be revealed with that Dust of Appearance and those ensnares. Th000 is in trouble, losing the Archmage, and there is the GG. Th000 losing game 2 in the series, as we now even up the series at 1 game apiece. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.